Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new Manchester United Football Manager 2024 career mode. I will be your host throughout this series, and essentially what this series will be is I'm going to try and get Manchester United back to where they belong, which is rightfully at the top of the Premier League, winning Champions Leagues, um, bringing in the youth talent and sort of making some pretty smart and astute signings and just sort of going from there really. I'm going to try and keep it as realistic as possible. So you're not going to see me signing Messi or um, going and trying to sign Haaland because I just never see that happening in with Manchester United. So we have here. So Man U FC have today confirmed the appointment of H Savage as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football of the appointment of the experienced 23-year-old, and he is sure to face plenty of questions as he faces the media for the first time at Old Trafford. Savage will be managing one of his favourite clubs, and the significance of this appointment will certainly not be lost on either him or the team supporters. He replaces previous manager Eric Ten Hag. Let's get started. So currently we are predicted fourth. The reputation is 4.5 stars. That should be fine. We have John Murtagh as the director of football. I don't mind John Murtagh. I believe if the Glazers are to sell, then we will be replacing him. I believe the new owners would bring in their own team. But Mitchell van der Gaar, I'm all happy with. There are some of the staff I'd like to change, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And so, yeah, a transfer budget of 6 million obviously does not give us any room whatsoever to make a signings that are going to massively impact the squad, but we'll give it our best go. Uh, this is our current squad. Brand new signing Hoyland. He will be my main striker. I won't be doing anything with him. I may sort of be rotating Rashford in and out of the number nine, in out of sorry the left wing into the number 9 position though. Um, Anthony, um, last year in FM23, in my opinion, he wasn't very good. And in my eyes, in real life, we overpaid for him. I do like Anthony, but we did overpay for him. Um, and if I'm honest, just whenever I've used him, he's not been very good. And so, if I can get the best out of him, obviously I quite like wingers that cut in and use their stronger foot. So Anthony obviously left-footed in real life, Rashford's right-footed, so they'd like to cut in and take shots. Um, but with Hoyland being sort of a bit of a target man and good at holding the ball up, I do plan on using Sancho's crossing ability and his more his playmaking style to link up with Hoyland, but we'll see where that goes. The midfield, we signed Amrabat, very happy with him. I don't know what FM rate him, if I'm honest, and so he is at the mercy of the people that made the game. Uh, I quite like him in real life since he's come in to start the season. He's definitely been one of our better players. He's definitely shaken up the midfield. Casemiro's not had a good start, but he's quite good in FM. Bruno is untouchable in Football Manager, and I can't say almost in real life because he kind of is. In terms of there's no player since he's joined the Premier League that's made more chances than him. However, he does have his bad spells. Um, a back four we've not really seen this season, if I'm honest. Most of these players have been injured. Luke Shaw, I really like Luke Shaw in real life, but he's not that sort of high. He's either hit or miss, so I will be looking to replace him in the future. But for the time being, I'm very happy with Luke Shaw. Same with Wan-Bissaka and Delo as well. I'm quite happy with them, but I long sort of medium term, they need to be replaced. The centre back partnership of Varane and Martinez, very happy with. Absolutely love Martinez in real life. Same with Varane. He's an absolute Rolls Royce of a player. Onana had a very tricky start to the season. However, last night, I don't know if you can tell from my voice, I was at the Copenhagen game, and in a good amount of people's opinions coming out of the ground, he's definitely bought himself some forgiveness and earned some respect back because he saved a penalty in the 96th minute, I believe, to win us the game. So yeah, Do not plan on touching Onana at all. The Kovar, young lad who's the goalkeeper, will be my backup goalkeeper. So we got some loans. We got Sofian about on loan. Depending on how he does, I might bring him in. It just depends on the sort of money we have at the time. Sergio Reguilon been brilliant since he's come from Tottenham. And so, however, if I'm honest, I don't know if I would bring him back because I've got Alvaro Fernandez in mind to play long term. Brandon Williams, absolutely killing it at Ipswich at the minute. They absolutely love him. Scored a few goals for him, even scored an own goal, mind you, not too long ago, but he's scored a few goals for them as well. Mason Greenwood, regardless of the controversy in real life, I will be using him in this career mode. As I say, stepping aside from the controversy, I wouldn't like to get involved in any of that. However, his talent is undeniable. I will be using him when he comes back from loan. Will Fish, I've not got too much to say. I personally don't think he will make it at United. I think he will be moved on eventually. Because you've got players like Dan Gore and Kobe Mainu coming through, and even Hannibal Merdbury. I see. I don't really see Will Fish doing it. Charlie McNeil, still has time to save his United career. I think in recent years we've been quite cutthroat with young players, but I think he scored like 600 goals at youth level, so I can see it happening. But he's not someone that I'm going to be riding my bets on, if that sort of makes sense. He will either make it or he won't, but at the moment in time he's on loan. And obviously I've mentioned Alvaro Fernandez. Let's go from there. So the board culture, develop players using the club's youth system. I'm a big believer in that. Absolutely love that. Sign high reputation players. This is something I've always disliked about United. I don't really necessarily think it should be the high reputation. It should be the right signings. So there's that interview with Ollie recently where he wanted to sign Haaland and he also wanted to sign Casado, but they both weren't the reputation that United level wanted. But that's United's board for you. Sign players on the age of 23. Cool. Yeah, so we're building for the future. Same with that. Adjusted there. Work within the wage budget. Yep, happy with that. Qualify for the UEFA Champions League. Yep. I'm pretty certain we can do that. Reach the last stages of the FA Cup. Yep. Be competitive. Yep. Be competitive in the Carabao Cup. Yeah, I plan on winning, as you should. I plan on winning everything. If I'm honest, football manager can either go one or two ways. You can get off to a flying start and keep it going, or it can go terribly. So we'll see where we end up. But Ronaldo, okay, finally, please don't hesitate to let me know if you would like any of the arrangements below to be made. Once again, I would like to welcome you to Man UFC. Everyone at the club hopes that this is the beginning of a long and successful era. Schedule a press conference to meet the media. Yes, we will do that. Arrange an inter-friendly squad to assess. Yes, we will do that. Arrange a meeting with the backroom staff. We'll do that every month. Cool. Cool. So we're going to create our tactic. So, as mentioned, I very much like the vertical tiki-taka. Cool. So this will be our tactic. And attacking. I like to be quite narrow, into space, underlapping. Uh, cool. Play set pieces. We do like a penalty at United. Like to pin them back, pin teams back. Cool. So let's go to the squad. So essentially, uh, let me just get some players from the under 21s in because I would like Kobe Maino in, definitely. Definitely having Kobe Maino in my team. Cool. So, this is my team. Well, this is the squad. And Christian Eriksen, I will be looking at moving on. You're 31 years old. Not exactly past it. He's just not where. How do I put it? Right, so yeah, so this is the squad. Obviously happy with Onana. Wan-Bissaka, as I've said, we're going to move on in the future, but for the time being, more than happy with him. Same with Luke Shaw. Happy with my two centre backs. Casemiro. Um, Depending on how Amrabat plays, we could make the Amrabat signing permanent. Just because he's younger than Casemiro, and Casemiro is getting on a bit, and so this season sort of is his season to prove himself a little bit. But for medium to long term, we do have Kobe Mainoo that I do plan on bringing through. Um, Despite the situation Jadon Sancho's in real life at the minute, I'm happy with him. He'll be staying for me. Bruno, absolutely no reason to touch Bruno. 28 years old. I believe if we go to his contract details. Okay, so yeah, it expires in 3 years, so absolutely no reason to even think about giving him a contract now. But as I say, when it comes to the end of that contract, um, he will be 31. I would maybe keep him to 32, 33. The drop off on FM isn't too crazy, but yeah, I'm happy to keep Bruno in my side absolutely. Um, Tom Heaton, um, I won't be signing him on to any further contracts when that runs out. I may even look at moving him on sooner. Um, yeah, yeah, not enough said about Tom Heaton. Um, the young Turkish keeper, I'm going to butcher this name, Bayendir. Um, yeah, um, if I'll just quick check his, yeah. So he's not going to be playing, if I'm honest. 25 years old. We've got Onana, who's only 2 years older than him, and he can grow to be a good keeper. And with the modern game, you need keepers with that can play with the ball, and so yeah, probably not going to get any game time for me, but it'll be good backup. Johnny Evans, I won't really be. It's gonna. Something must go wrong, sort of big time, if I'm having to use Johnny Evans. I would rather look into the youth or bring someone in. But he is there. I really like Johnny Evans. Even when he was used to be at the club in that 2015, 16, and way before that, he's one of the only players in the United squad that have won a title. So yeah, I love Johnny Evans in real life. He hates Scousers, but 35 years old, he's probably not going to be playing for me. Harry Maguire, been playing quite well recently in real life, if I'm honest. However, we did pay an awful lot of money to bring him in, and if I'm honest, 30 years of age, we've got Martinez who's 25, I think. Harry Maguire's probably just going to be a bit of a squad rotation player for me. Harry Maguire will have his role in the team, but it's just going to be rotation. I will be looking at moving him on, if I'm honest, eventually. Victor Lindelof, I really like Victor Lindelof. However, he's not United quality, and especially when he's on 170 grand a week, I feel like we can maybe get a good deal for him and move him on and reinvest that money elsewhere. So what we are going to do at this moment in time is actually transfer list him. I've already done this. And we are going to set a £25 million asking price, and we'll see where that gets us. Brandon Williams, as I mentioned, currently on loan. I like Brandon Williams. Really liked him under Ollie. However, he isn't good enough. But he is an ideal sort of step in for when you need a left back or a right back. So I might hold on to him, but yeah, we'll see where we go with Brandon Williams. Tyrone Malacia, um, I'll be honest, not a fan of him. I do not think he's good enough. He is young, but I think he's very, very limited, and say he is out for 4 to 5 months for us, which isn't ideal. But obviously that's not his fault. But yeah, if I'm quite honest, if a offer came in for Tyrone Malacia, I would accept it. Um, Sergio Regulon, obviously on loan, he will probably not get signed full time. He will just be squad rotation this year. Delo, I quite like Delo. Um, he's one of Jose's signings when I believe we came second in the league, and rather than investing some money, we got Delo, Fred, and Lee Grant. So cheers, Avram. Thanks for that. But Delo's really come through in the last year and parts of this year as well. So as I say, I'm pretty happy with the fullbacks at the moment in time, but there's definitely room to improve. Oh, McTominay. I have a love-hate relationship with this midfielder. He can either be, a good player on his day or the worst player on the pitch. So if I'm honest, I will be looking at moving on to Scott McTominay, try and get some money in, because I believe if we was to get rid of Scott McTominay and then pay the money to bring in Amrabat, and then it's we've upgraded McTominay, but then we also have room to then start bringing Kobe Mainoo in full time. So yeah, um, I believe he's not really going to get a game. So if I'm honest, I'm going to put him on the transfer list. Um, and same again, 25 million. The thing is, as well, is obviously we are at the start of the season, and what you see a lot in typical sort of FM fashion at the start of the season, not a lot of bids come in for your players, and so because all their money's pretty much spent, that's why United have already got six million as a transfer budget because money's already been spent. So yeah, I can't imagine we're going to sell all the players that we put on transfer list. However, um, if they come in, we'll definitely will be looking to recoup some funds. Amrabat, I already mentioned Amrabat. Kobe Mainoo, really, really like him. He was amazing in pre-season. Yeah, he will be playing a lot under myself. Anthony, I mentioned. Um, Donny van der Beek, I see no role here for him at the club, if I'm honest, and so we will look to put him on the transfer list. Mason Mount, really like Mason Mount. I believe it was in the Carabao Cup game that I went to see. He was by far the best player on the pitch at the time in the Carabao Cup game, and yeah, so we'll be getting our good use out of Mason Mount. Pillistri, I quite like Pillistri. I do rate Amad Diallo over him, but obviously Amad Diallo's injured. But yeah, I believe when it comes to me moving Rashford into the number 9 position, I can see myself putting Sancho on the left and maybe giving the likes of Pellistri a game. So yeah, we will be using Mason Greenwood, as mentioned. I don't want to get too much into the controversy surrounding him, but when he comes back from loan, we will be using him. The talent he has is just undeniable. Um, yeah, Martial. Oh, I used to love Martial. Part of me still does, but he just doesn't do it for us anymore. And for 250 grand a week, you know, there's definitely better value for our money elsewhere, if I'm quite honest. So we are going to put him on the transfer market. I'd be happy to get 15 million if I'd snap someone's hand off for 15 million for him, because his wage demands are going to be an issue. Alejandro Garnacho, in my opinion, Manchester United's future number 7, and I can see him being an absolute world beater. He is very good on his day, and he's so young. Um, in my opinion, he has more hype around him than when Greenwood was at the club and when Greenwood was coming through. I feel like Alejandro Garnacho's dribbling and his pace and directness of his play um, just gets the crowd on their feet, and he will be a prominent player in the squad. So that's the squad done. Cool. So we have a press conference here. We are going to attend it. Let's kick this off with the first question. Cool. How excited you are to be MUFC's new manager? We're going to smile, do the Jurgen Klopp sort of style of things. It's a real honour. Stand here today unveiled as new MUFC manager. As a big fan of the club, sure this must be a dream come true. So happy. Yep. What challenge do you think you'll face as a young manager? I'm not concerned about my age. Yeah, absolutely. Your playing career was a huge success. I mean, obviously the game's done that for me. I think the most success I've had is scoring a goal from right back at Sunday League. So I wouldn't say this transitions, but I've played this game for a few years. So cool. Yeah, well, that'll be a good one. Have you made any decisions regarding your backroom team? I've not got any at the moment. No plans at the moment. Do you? Does MUS have the inequality in your opinion? My project's based on mutual trust. Our trust center for all. Yes. Uh, some of them are Mardy bastards, but the rest of them, nah. Positive overall. Do you have a message for MUC fans? This is one of the most dedicated fan bases in the world, and they're just born into this club as anyone else. I have to prove themselves. I am the right man. Yes, that's the one. What is your opinion for potential long-term success? We need to aim high and set ambitious targets. Cool. How do you go about the day-to-day work on the training ground? We have to work hard, pure and simple. The future of this team around. He's a talent for us. He will. Bruno Fernandes will be remaining my captain. Absolutely bleeds United, and so that level of commitment and desire will be repaid. Yep. What position do you feel like the coach would do with strengthening? No comment. No comment. You've taken charge of it. It's while it's been that Aaron Wan-Bissaka will leave the club. Can you hold on to him? Do you want to? I do want to. I do want him. Ideally, some managers are famous for their hands-on approach. Others maintain a more reserved manner. How do you see your management style? My door is always open. Are you Premier League? Yes, I disagree. Cool. Happy with that. So guys, we've currently got a Manchester United A team versus B team game. We still currently have a few players out on holiday still, but it's just been set up just before pre-season fully gets on its way. This will be the only pre-season game I manage. I will be managing the first team. We still don't have the full 11 as mentioned. Yeah, we currently still have some players on holiday. So that being said, with the squad that we've got Onana in net, Wan-Bissaka at right back, Varane and Martinez at centre back, Regulon at left back, Amrabat and Kobe Mainu in the double pivot, Jadon Sancho out on the left as Marcus Rashford's off, Mason Mount in the number 10 position, Anthony on the right, and Anthony Martial up front. I don't plan on using the subs that much, focusing mainly on the first team 11, the sort of second string players that I will be using throughout the season. So, for argument's sake, Dan Gore, Van der Beek, Hannibal, they are playing for the second 11 just to see if they can give the first teamers a go. So, yeah, let's get started. Cool, so Hugo gets us underway for our first game, pre-season game, granted, but yeah, our first game as Manchester United manager. Hannibal with an early attack here on the left hand side. Looks to beat Wan-Bissaka, and he does. Hugels up. So's Onana. Good claim. Good claim. Out. Oh. Oh, I think Amas is getting sent off here. Surely. Yep. It's a sending off. Shea Lacey will be fuming that he's had to be hooked. Fucking hell, it's only a friendly, Hamas. Martinez. Good save. Yellow card for Anthony. Amrabat done well there. Anthony. FM might be a bit too realistic there, absolutely skying it. Hold on, Regulon. Maino carrying it. Good ball to Wan-Bissaka. Regulon, shit that, mate. He was carrying the ball a long way. To Hannibal. It's a good chance from the second 11. And the Beak's doing quite a bit for him. Good touch. It's a pretty poor ball to Martial, but I've got a feeling that Martial probably could have done more with it. Hannibal's in here. Wan-Bissaka's a bit too slow for him. Done well though. We're getting played round here, you know. This is past 5-10 minutes. We've been getting shat on by a second 11. Hannibal, Dango, and Van der Beek are running the show. Hannibal. Oh my god. Right, so we need to do something here. We'll make it to half time and we'll swap some things around because oh, what's the rest giving a penalty? Evans has fouled. I think it was Mount or Martial. About to take the penalty. Good penalty. Seemed not expecting him to celebrate, but he couldn't look like he gives a shit any less. It's a great penalty. Really looking forward to seeing what Mount's like on this year's FM because he is a nightmare to try sign on the old ones. Obviously, Chelsea want 500 million from him normally, so I'm glad we've got him. I'm about driving in, finds Kirby Mainu. Regulon drives in a little bit, takes a shot. Oh, side netting. Good sign towards the end of that first half. Very good signs. Let's go to the dressing room. Cool. Yeah, they're a man down, but don't get complacent. You know, I'm not too concerned straight away. I feel like, you know, Anthony and Wan-Bissaka could be doing better. But you know, there's nothing too much to fret about. to Wan-Bissaka. It's a heavy touch. Hannibal deals with it. Reguilon's just clearly not asked. Well done, Sancho. Elon carrying it well there. Wan-Bissaka. Done all that to get to the byline, giving it away, but we've got it back again. I don't think that was ever going to be going in. Mason Mount looking to swing it in. Varane. Oh, it's off the bar and in. It's a great ball by Mount. Better finish by Varane. Cool, we're going to move down to positive. Take it a bit slower. Currently not performing to our XG. So I kind of want to slow things down. Maybe take the time a bit more. Good turn by Kobe Maino. Finds Anthony. Oh, it's an absolute howler from the keeper. It's a great ball by Maino. It's a hard shot by Anthony, but the keeper should be doing better there. And there's not really much to celebrate, as you know, it's our very own second keeper. Oh, not good. Not good. Good balls for Hugo. They might get a goal there, the second 11. Oh, Nana with a great save. They've had their moments, the second 11 in this game. They've definitely given the first 11 a run for their money. And some of these are on a lot of money. Hannibal to Hugo. Hugo and Hannibal have been very disruptive. Just been busy today. Oh, it's a good ball. Sloppy defending. Martial finds Mason Mount. And it's game over. Positive game. I wish they hadn't had that red card because it was only ever going to tip one way. Let's look at the second 11. Yeah, so it was very poor from the second 11, but you can't really blame them when they're getting a sending off, especially for such a silly challenge. But Shorter was 6.7. I guess he was only on for a short amount of time, but Dan Gore and Hannibal, and very happy with that performance. Yeah, cool. We're pretty cool with that. Goodbye, Johnny Evans. It was lovely knowing you for the few weeks. So let's look at finances. We're going to make a board request. I highly, highly expect this to be a no, do one sort of reply, but we're going to ask the board anyway. I would like to make a signing before the end of the window, so. Okay, so Sergio Reguilon got injured in a pre-season friendly. He's out for 4 weeks maximum. That's shit. Jadon Sancho's out for 3 weeks. Also, not good, but he should be back in time for the start of the season. Time to make Lindelof off. Okay. Now, Lindelof, I am willing to let go, just because I just don't think he's going to be needed. If I'm quite honest, this may come to bite me round in the arse, but I'm going to accept that offer, and it will help us with with the fees for a new right back if Wan-Bissaka is to leave. So cool. Cool. So about to submit our squad list. So let's go ahead and do that. Yep, we're going to keep you because you will be our second keeper. We're not going to sign Tom Heaton, Andrew Onana. Yep. Nope, you are not going to be playing for us. Jack Kingdon, nope. Victor Lindelof, you're about to leave, so no. Harry Maguire, yep, yep. McAllister, nope, Delo. We will sign Malacia, Ragul on short, Brandon Williams on loan. Amrabat, yep. Casemiro, Fitzgerald, nope. Tom Huddlestone, nope. Kobe Maino, definitely. Hannibal, yep. Garnacho, yes we are. Rasmus Højlund, we are. How can we not? How could we not? The age of 20 or younger do not have to be signed. Rasmus Højlund 19? Oh, okay, so he's 20, okay, so. Cool, Rashford, yep. Martial, yep. Garnacho, I mean, you don't need to be registered, so that's cool. Yes. Uh, cool, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with all that. Sign it to Lindelof on then, just in case it falls through. Everyone else, I'm happy with that. So yeah, cool. We'll go ahead and confirm that. Cool. So Donny van der Beek will be leaving. It's sort of on loan, however, with an optional fee for him to leave for 9 million. More than happy to accept that. I hope he goes and does well because it hasn't really worked out at United at all whatsoever. So yeah, onwards and upwards. Cool. So our captains for this season is going to be Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford. Um, Bruno being United's captain in real life, very happy for him to keep it. With the vice captain being Rashford, I feel like he will be here for the rest of his career, and so he's someone that could benefit from getting the vice captain sort of relatively early as in his age. It's not obviously the youngest age to be a vice captain, but eventually he will become the captain. So what we are going to do though is we're going to warn Varane about losing his captaincy. So let's go ahead and do that. No, none of those. Cool. Yep, it was the right option. I'm glad Varane's taken that quite well, and we will confirm those two captains. Boom. Happy with that. Oh, okay. Oh, he looks quite good. Usman Diomande. Right. Okay. Um, and okay, okay. So we may have found our replacement for Victor Lindelof. Cool. Right. So we'll wait for him to be fully scouted. Cool. So we're actually going to approach the agent of Usman and see where that goes. So I'd say we're very interested. I think they're looking between 37 and 46 million. We'll expect to be a star player and play as many matches as possible. Okay, probably not going to be that. Okay, but yeah, we'd want him on a long-term contract. We're looking to win the Champions League. Don't know if I can promise it. Um, cool. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to offer. So we've got a £30 million transfer. So what we're going to do have a bit of a cheeky one. We're going to offer 27 million start off with, because it may come that we have to offer some extra funds in terms of clauses, in terms of getting some installments on the go. So yeah, I'm pretty certain we're going to sign this player. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, we've got a press conference for Crystal Palace. Not for the. Of course, we've just got a press conference before the Crystal Palace game. To feel your ambitions for the club are matched by the owner. Right, well, in real life, no, absolutely not. But, I'd like to keep my job currently. So we're going to go for, I really believe everyone at the club wants to achieve the same objectives and long-term goals. Sorry, the news. Yes, I'm confident. Do you believe MUFC will live or die by Bruno Fernandes' performances this season? He is crucial to this team, so yes. He fades back until, yep, if he's fit, he'll play. Cool, he's not far away from coming back. You've had the opportunity to prefer your team. Very happy. Very exciting time to be at MUSC. It has nothing to do with that. Genuine, never crossed my mind. Indonesia, know your strongest team? I do, yes. Do you have an English? No comment at this time. Don't know, we'll find out. I have. Okay, so it's been rejected. Nope, I do not want the board doing that for me. I believe I can do this myself. So, look at our finances. We could have a transfer budget of 31 million. Increase that to 30 million, and then one instalment of 7.5 in 12 months. Oh, Van der Beek's already scored his first goal for Lens. One again felt the need to tell me that. So guys, for our first Premier League game of the season, we are facing Crystal Palace at home, and for our start 11, we're going for a back five of Onana, Shaw, Martinez, Varane and Wan-Bissaka. We've got Mason Mount and Casemiro in the double pivot. Bruno Fernandes just ahead of him in the number 10 position. We've got Garnacho on the left, Anthony on the right, and Marcus Rashford up front. Cool, so first look at Crystal Palace, currently managed by Roy Hodgson. Sam Johnston in goal, Joel Ward, Anderson, Gay, Mitchell, Decore, Lerma, Kumare, Eze, Jordan Ayew and Edouard. On the bench they've got Dean Henderson, ex-United keeper, didn't leave on good terms. Chris Richardson's, Jeffrey Schlupp, Mateta, Hughes, Holding, Ridgewald, Ahamada and Raksaki. I probably butchered that, oh well. Cool, so we are going to put our hands together and no, pump fist, sorry. We're going to play with like we are the favourites, and I want us to play like it. Cool. Big match for you today. What are your thoughts? A bit giddy, definitely giddy. Looking forward to getting on the way in this career mode. Do you hope your team can produce it? Absolutely. I don't see why we're not capable of turning up and playing well here. Yep. How's the mood in the camp right now? We're in a great place. The atmosphere is really strong. So let's go. Lemon skips past Bruno like he's not there. Decore in loads of space. Takes a shot. That's off the post. Shaky one. Shaky one. Edward on the edge of the box. Bruno and Strong got to close him down, but he finds Kume, Decore. Lemon finds the ball in midfield. He's in acres of space. Finds Jordan Ayew. So Decore again takes a shot. What a save! Looks like it will go right to the top corner there. None of a big save. Isaiah's going to look to whip one in. This was just by Casemiro. Martinez just hits it long. Finds Anthony though. It's our first attack of the game. Decides not to play Garnacho in and loses the ball. It's poor that. He should have done better there. Looks like we've got a throw in. Luke Shaw. To Garnacho. Finds Rashford. Mount's dispossessed. Anthony wins the ball excellently there. Oh, he does Jordan Ayew. Oof. It's a bit of a scramble there on the edge of the box. Luke Shaw's got it. Mason Mount carrying it forward. Does well. Garnacho driving in. Does a bit of a scale. Hits the shot. Just wide. Casemiro heads it. Finds Mason Mount. There's been a bit of the reason why we're playing well, in my opinion. He's carrying the ball an awful lot. Brown finds Martinez. Bruno carrying it. He's going to take a shot, surely. It's gone wide. Rashford's not really in this game at the moment. I've hardly seen anything of him. Seems to be the midfield and Garnacho that's dragging him through this. Half time 0-0, bit disappointing. We've definitely been the better side. To the dressing room. Cool, yeah, so it's dead right. Our shooting's not been good enough. So we are gonna, I'm gonna say that, and we need to get Marcus Rashford in this game. So yeah, I'm not happy with performance. Stepping up. Bruno's dispossessed by Jordan, are you? Bruno wins it back. Now finds Rashford. Rashford hits a shot, and what a goal! Half-time team worked, pointing him out. Scored an absolute rocket. Bruno losing the ball, but then winning it back again. Yeah, Mount plays the ball in. Rashford just takes it past. Absolutely whips it past Sam Johnston. Cool, hopefully that's floodgates unlocked. Ball's found Anthony. Oof. Cool, so Anthony is not doing well in my eyes. That's a push. It's going to be a penalty. Might go to VAR. The referee's blown for a penalty. For a push on Varane. It will go to VAR. It's a penalty. I believe it'll be Bruno taking it. We can definitely put this game to bed from here now. Everything just relies on Bruno. And Bruno put us away 2-0. He can, get in. There's no saving that. So after that goal, we're gonna make winger. Cool. Saka really overhits that. Sancho had no chance of getting to it. United's ball. Mason Mount whips it in. Can Rashford win it? He can. It's a goal. It's some great football by United. Perfect debut for us. And with that being said, I am going to make a substitution. I'm going to take Garnacho off, and we're going to bring Pellistri on. Give him a bit of a run out. And we're also going to take Casemiro off for Amrabat. Cool. Let's see the game out. Sam Johnson hits it out. Varane wins it excellently. Bruno finds it. Marcus Rashford from Pellistri. Tidy finish. Absolutely tidy finish. Hat-trick on his first game for the season. Pellistri with a great assist. Up to Rashford again. Rashford had 4 players around him there. It would have been a miracle if he won that header. But that's the end of it. The referee blows a whistle for full time. So let's just run through it. So we had Mason Mount setting up Marcus Rashford for his first goal. A penalty from Bruno Fernandes to make it 2-0 and essentially close the game out. Marcus Rashford again set up by Mason Mount, and Rashford for his hat-trick set up by Pellistri. Crystal Palace didn't really threaten much after, I'd say, the 46th minute, if I'm honest. Yeah, they really wasn't in the game after the first half. So, yeah, very good performance from United. Very happy with that. And we'll give Marcus Rashford some praise as well. Yeah, you were much better as the game went on. Pillistri, great to come off the bench and get an assist. Cool. How big a result is this? It's not a massive result, but winning breeds confidence. Yeah, that's the perfect way I'd put it. Please be about this outcome. It's a good feeling. Yeah. Should be rewarded appropriately. Cool. Yeah, that's a great start. Better start than what United got off to in real life. So anything's a is a plus. Cool. So Sporting have come back and said they want more money up front, which we cannot provide uh, due to the Glazers being stingy bastards. But uh, we will make sure that's now no longer negotiable and say we lower it to 15 million. Cool. Honest, but cool. So we'll attend this press conference. Osborne's 125th league appearance. How important is it? You can call. Oh, we can't call him a legend yet. That'd be a bit disrespectful. It's a great moment for him. Yes, absolutely. Couldn't be happy to get off to a winning start. Uh, his ability was there for everyone to see. I'm pleased as punch. Cool. We'd like to add another player to the squad. Uh, I have no clue who he is. Um, yeah, no clue who he is. Any sort of relationship with Roy Hodgson? I don't know, but I respect him as a manager. Cool. Cool, so I'm actually going to wrap it up there. It was great to get our first win under our belt. We've obviously gone through the entire pre-season. And yeah, stay tuned for the next episode. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.